the elections to the BMC in February 2017, Mumbai is in the middle of a political makeover. A delimitation process currently underway will give suburbs more say in the corporation. Disha Shah gets us more details.
The delimitation exercise for the BMC's upcoming elections in 2017 is currently being prepared by the State Election Commission. What we have got to know so far from the civic sources is that there will be no changes there will be no additions in the total number of electoral wards. It will remain unchanged at 227. However, talking about additions in the electoral wards, with the city's population moving towards the north, few areas like Kandivali and Malad are likely to see an addition of 2 electoral wards to their kitty. They already have 11 and 16 wards respectively. Talking about the eastern suburbs of Mumbai, areas like Govandi and Deonar are also likely to see 2 electoral wards. In fact, the population will also be pegged at 54,000 people per ward. So this is how the demarcation of the wards will take place. However, talking about the timeline, what we have got to know so far is that it will be on October 5th this year that the draft ward formation list will be published, and citizens will be given 15 days to take their suggestions and objections, and the deadline will be till 20th October this year. And then later the Election Commission Committee will review all the suggestions and objections, and on 18th of November the State Election Commission will take the final call on all the wards, and finally on 22nd of November the Civic Chief Ajay Mehta will publish the final ward list along with the maps with the changes that were suggested by the Election Commission. So we will keep a very close eye on the upcoming elections in 2017. This is Disha Shah for Magic Bricks Now.
Now, like Disha was telling us, corporators from Mumbai suburbs will call the shots in the BMC after the 2017 elections. But how will delimitation impact you, the citizen? What does it mean for you? Disha Shah breaks it down.
It's another Mumbai makeover, but this time it's political. Mumbai's civic body, the BMC, will become a fairer place after election 2017, when the number of representatives from suburbs will outnumber those from South Mumbai. This is in line with Census 2011 data, which shows more people live in Mumbai's suburbs rather than the island city. Put simply, this exercise will ensure more fund flow to suburbs and a stronger voice in civic decisions. In fact, as per the draft of the delimitation exercise undertaken by the Election Commission, the suburbs will add 6 more wards before civic elections in 2017. The western suburbs will see an increase in the existing wards from 97 to 102, and the eastern suburbs are likely to see an increase from the current 67 wards to 69. However, this additional number will come from wards in South Mumbai, which will be moved to these suburbs. The number of wards in South Mumbai will thus reduce from 62 to 56. Why is delimitation being done? In simple terms, delimitation ensures fair representation of all wards in the civic body. There are currently 227 corporate wards or constituencies of the civic body in Mumbai. This stays constant. What will change is that 6 more wards will go to polls from the suburbs, while South Mumbai will have 6 less representatives in the BMC. With Disha Shah, Rukmani Krishna for Magic Bricks Now.
Delimitation process in the city of Mumbai, which means that South Mumbai will lose 6 wards there. To give us more perspective on this matter, we're joined in by Milind Maske, Project Director, Praja Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now. First of all, tell us, BMC aims at fair representation of all wards by carrying out this process. Do you think this will, ensure fair representation?
Yes, definitely. In fact, this is a very normal process which happens every 10 years after the census data is populated, and the normal census happens between on say 90 in the years 1991, 2001, 2011. In 95, 2005, 6, and in 2015, 16, it was expected that the census population populated from the data will reflect in the political elimination blocks also. It definitely will give fair representation to people who are in those wards. But in the short term, in this next few months, there will be some confusion in the minds of citizens as to in which ward they belong to. And for that, the corporation as well as the State Election Commission are expected to take some proactive steps, and we hope that they take some more steps and communicate with the population in the ward.
Also tell us, do you think this will, suburbs will benefit from this?
Well, the population of the city has really moved to the suburbs. So definitely we need more pro rata representation from the suburbs to increase. So having more people in the BMC from the suburbs will definitely have more. I mean, will bring more weightage to the policies when they are voted for. As the population, the representatives of the suburbs will want to vote for policies which are going to have long-term impact on creating more infrastructure in the suburbs. I mean, just to give an example, if you see that most of the hospitals of BMC are in the city, and in the last 10 or 5 years only, we are seeing more hospitals being built in the suburbs. This will, with having more people represented from the suburbs, will also mean that people, when they vote in the budgets, they will ask for more representation for the suburbs, and that will definitely help people in the long term.
Also, South Mumbai is going to lose 6 wards. So do you think that will be a setback for South Mumbai?
Well, I don't see it in that perspective. It's like the citizens, the way the representation works is that where people there is increase in the population, you have to actually give them more pro-rata representation in those wards or in those areas, and this is a very, very fair principle of democracy.
Now, Mr. Maske, of course, this comes on election eve, and we hear that South Mumbai politicians are already in a frenzy over it. How can it impact poll outcome?
Well, if you look at the seats sharing right now in South Mumbai, there are certain wards which are most dominated by Shiv Sena party, or some of the wards which are dominated by the Congress party, particularly in the C and B ward. It's expected that some of these wards are going to lose some seats, some of the innovation blocks. Now those seats are going to go away, and what will happen is that senior corporators will want to stand for to be re-elected. Now that will push out maybe some junior corporators who may be wanting to re-stand for elections. But if you look at from a citizen angle, I think it's a very fair exercise, and it should be carried out with the right spirit.
All right, Milind Maske telling us there that this is a good step, of course, by the BMC, and that citizens have nothing to worry. However, citizens will have to be communicated by the BMC, and BMC will have to take proactive steps there. Thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mbnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.